Oh, ho, 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 ho. Much to the chagrin of all the haters and the losers, the Minnesota Fighting Vikings have done the impossible. They went up to Detroit, or down to Detroit, shocked the Lions as 9.5-point underdogs. Believe. And I know, like, we don't like tooting our own horn, but all this week, all right, start of the week, still bummed about the Chargers game and no call, no show. But then you start remembering and realizing, hey, we got ourselves a freaking quarterback, man. Jonathan James freaking McCarthy. I'm Rick James, biatch. Goes up there, 3 touchdowns. It's all he does is drop 3 touchdowns on the road against division rivals. The Vikings win 27-24. JJ McCarthy has never lost a game in the state of Michigan. Hail to the victor. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. So the Vikings are indeed let's update this. So we got the actual record all up in the 4-4. Want some more. Feeling good about things. And the Vikings, beyond JJ McCarthy, even though it's obviously a major thing, I was so happy with how this team was playing fast. They're playing physical, and they went toe-to-toe, bar for bar with the Lions, and they took it to them. And all of that is scalable to the rest of the season, and I could not be happier with how this team played. Well, there's a couple things, which we'll get to, right? Logan Arm, $2. Where's JJ McCarthy? Haters now. That's right. I saw this when we called him accurate. How could you say that he's accurate? Well, they're clearly looking at that first nailer pass, maybe the second nailer pass, sure. But what about that last nailer pass? What about the touchdown to Justin friggin' Jefferson? What about dropping some frozen ropes to 1-8 as well as number 3? What about all that? What about all of that? Was it perfect? No. Was it pretty damn good? Yes. What's his quarterback rating? Quarterback rating of 82.6. Oh, because they include that stupid interception that wasn't really an interception. It's okay. You got to play better than the refs, and the Vikings did indeed do that. The refs, Lions were cheating all damn day long, and they got called on penalties, which is good to see. But also the Vikings having the interception overturned, as well as the Jefferson first down on third down ruled not a catch. 4 straight high leverage calls have gone against the Vikings. Shocker. William, Kitty go meow. JJ is him. We are so back. Abso-freaking-lutely, man. Def not Nicky, $5. Nice try, refs. Williams push off, no call was a joke. Same as obvious JJ catch scope. Yes. I mean, the Williams catch was a clear push off. But, I mean, Zay, come on, man. Come on. Derek Baker, $20 Canadian. Contrast JJ and Darnold in that environment. Why Darnold is allowed to leave. If Vikings play this well against refs and opposition the rest of the season, playoffs possible. This team is extremely, extremely dangerous because, as we said this week, the Vikings are probably about as healthy as they've been all season, and 80% of this offensive line, the offensive line was dominant out there. JJ got sacked 5 times, is what it is. Great pass rush, but some of those sacks were self-induced. But the Vikings running game was getting going, $142 on the ground, as well as the defense. So the defense came to play. Yeah, outside of the fluke Jamo touchdown, as well as the first drive, I mean, basically they gave it to the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs was shut down, 40 yards on the ground, 25 yards on the ground. Monty had 40. Just a fantastic game. Andrew Van Ginkel effect is here. Blake Cashman, Eric Wilson playing the balls off. Just fantastic, man. Also fantastic is annual food shelf fundraiser. All Venmos, Cash Apps, and Super Chats in November go towards Twin Cities food shelves. $2,000 is the goal. Donation links in the video description, as well as if you donate directly to our friends over at Every Meal, email producer Allie, ftw@gmail.com. So we'll include you in the total. Thank you, Jerome's. I think it's year 3. Might be year 4. Yeah, do it up. Notorious Nerd, $2. Low energy, push it off Lions. That's right. Oh, you got a question or comment? Toss a couple bucks in the super chat. Skull and Bones, $5 all weekend. Go Dodgers, go Vikings. Where I kind of feel bad. I understand why people don't like the Dodgers, but I'm in. I have to support my countrymen. Also, how is Ohtani not even the best Japanese pitcher on this team? Joseph Daly, $5. Absolute massive win, but Kevin Collins' play calling on the first and goal in the end was inexcusable. Just run the ball 3 times and then kick it. Absolutely. We're lucky that O'Connell's play calling and clock management didn't come bite the Vikings in the ass, because They could have just run the ball 3 times. I mean, they're dominant. They might have scored a touchdown there. But at minimum, you're taking time off the clock, or you're forcing the Lions to take the timeouts. And the Vikings kicked a field. Instead, they got 2 clock stoppages, incomplete to Jefferson, as well as McCarthy running out of bounds. So basically, they just gave him 2 free timeouts. And they got the ball back with like 3 minutes, 30 seconds. The Vikings could have essentially run that down to the 2-minute warning and put a lot more pressure. The Vikings didn't need to go through all the heroics at the end of that JJ. Man. I mean, so first off, with McCarthy, was there ups and downs? Sure. More ups and downs? Yes. And also, that pass at the end where Kevin O'Connell had the confidence to put the game in his quarterback's hands, the onions to throw that ball to Naylor, back shoulder, great catch by Naylor, who's also back in the state of Michigan, the pride of the Spartans, and baby. Ray Petty, $2. JJ is still undefeated in the state of Michigan. Yes, he is. So the Vikings offensive line was great. Miles Price, busting out that 61-yard return, had the 99-yard touchdown call back. Tavierre Thomas needs to be cut today, by the way. Yeah, just wiping out a 99-yard touchdown, as well as gifting the Lions 15 free yards for not trying to get back in bounds on the kick return. Yeah. Executive, $5. Kevin O'Connell tried to Kevin O'Connell at the end. Give the keys to Brian Flores. Get Daniels as coordinator for Miami. Keep the winter soldier train moving. I wouldn't mind Daniels as OC/run game coordinator. It'd be good. Al K, $2. How awesome was the kick return? It was awesome, but of course it didn't count. Yeah. Taze, $5. Green Bay loses to Carolina. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Packers lost. Chicago about to lose to the Bengals. Wait, are they? Oh my God. We can win this division. Yes. Polar, how does Naylor's hand on the ball the whole time become interception? That's right. Where Naylor had the ball, first off, he caught the ball, and then he had trapped against his thigh when Arnold touched him down. His knee was down. All right, then this whole rigmarole came in. Also, I hate when officials are clearly influenced by the crowd as well as the defensive players are like, "Oh, we got the ball. Ooh, this way." So stupid. That's right. Let's see here. Mitchell Harden, $10. Anyone ever seen Kevin Seaver and Carl Gershman in the same room? No one has actually seen Carl Gershman. Yeah, no big deal. But Cashman, 14 tackles. That's like an old Scott Studwell stat line where Cashman 14 tackles, had the forced fumble as well. I mean, he could be in the running for NFC Defensive Player of the Week, for real. Hargrave out there. So, they did give Hargrave a sack because they were a little bit slow giving him that 2 tackles for loss. Eric Wilson out here, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Just Wilson, Cashman, and Pace when he was in there, just fantastic, man. Just absolutely getting after things. Also, Brian Flores just scheming up some great A-gap pressure, just really making Jared Goff uncomfortable, shutting down the run as well. Redmond, big 3rd down sack late. LDR had the field goal block, which is kind of big considering the final score. No big deal. Harrison Smith, pass breakup on the 3rd down blitz. Hockenson had the touchdown as well as... Hockenson had the touchdown against his former team. Thomas Larson, $5. Cut Thomas. He causes so many penalties. Also, Tavierre Thomas wears those stupid yellow cleats, so every time I see him, I just think penalty. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Also, why don't they just play style with Wentz? It's kind of fair. Yeah. Skull Nuts, $5. There was not picked by the Lions. Such a BS call. But JJ's 2-0 in the North. Also, both on the road. Ooh! Touchdown. The Princeton guy. I never learned to pronounce his name in the draft process. Andre Isovias. The Bears going down 2. Bears, bear down. Oh, my God. I still can't get over that throw. Like, it seems a pretty simple pitch and catch, but in that moment, on the road, 9.5-point underdogs, you trusting your young quarterback to do that. I love Kevin O'Connell for that. Like, O'Connell was not perfect. J.J. McCarthy was not perfect, but they were perfect in that play, man. It was fantastic. I got to find the bear. Hold on. I got to post a meme. Oh, crying Jordan Bear. Yes. Crying Jordan needs to be back to being a thing. Oh, they almost missed the point after, man. All right, so the Bears got 1 timeout, 54 seconds left. By the way, I mean, since the Bengals offense is so good and their defense is so terrible, like they should be. Both teams are just racking up and stacking up fantasy points all over the place, man. Zach Carter, $2. Bears go down. Well, still got a little bit of time. Tays, $2. Flacco throws 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. Oh my God. Timothy O'Donnell, $2. What up? Stephen Krass, $10. If we would have lost, it would have been because of Kevin Collins' ridiculous play calling win. We had a first and goal inside the 5. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Where O'Connell's game management at the end open for question, right? And I'm sure that they'll go back and take a look at the tape and all that stuff, bro. Also, Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. So Aaron Jones left with a shoulder injury, but had 98 all-purpose yards early on. Also had that beautiful little swing pass, little touch swing pass from McCarthy. It's great. Jordan Mason. So Mason never has like a good yards per carry at the end, but in game, you're just watching him. It's like, dude's a freight train. And also, this offensive line is looking good. Like Will Fries and Brian O'Neill on that right side were throwing dudes out of the club. They were looking good. Def 9 Nicky, $2. Andy has psychic powers confirmed. You called it. I wouldn't say it's psychic, maybe psycho. Also, I just say that we're going to win every week. So there you go. But we definitely have a quarterback. We definitely have a freaking quarterback. If that's the only thing that we can take away from this game, I'm okay with that because we have ourselves a freaking quarterback. And, McCarthy, there's a lot to work on, sure. There's 3 times where the McCarthy and the running back, pretty sure it was on the running back because the offensive line went the direction that McCarthy did, where they screwed up the direction of the run play call. So, even numbers to the right, odd numbers to the left. Something got juxtaposed, but they got to work on that, but I'm sure they will. All right. Also, making copies. Come on. All right, we got to put this up. 4 and 4 months some more. Oh, Vikings should definitely be buyers at the trade deadline, by the way. Min 27, D 24. Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. This is a really good pod. Me just randomly working on spreadsheets off screen because that's what we do. That is what we do. I love it, man. I couldn't be more proud of this team. The way that they stepped up after just complete borderline annihilation against the Chargers. Off the mini bye, Lions were off the actual bye and flying high at 5-2, while they're 5-3 now. No big deal. Hold on, that's not it. Man. I love this stuff. I love this stupid team, even though they cause me great pain at times. And it's for moments like this, right? And don't want to get all like emotional and stuff. But so my dad and grandpa were Vikings fans. Of course, that's why I'm stuck rooting for this team at times. And it's great because, you got to spend time together and all the good stuff. There we go. Just updated the schedule. But also, sharing the highs and sharing the lows. Like it's a great allegory for life, right? And I don't know, like my kids don't really care about sports, except the daughter watches Liverpool with me sometimes, which is good. But I don't know. I feel like working with the show, sometimes it takes away from spending time with my kids in terms of a sports sense. Spend tons of times with them in terms of a life sense, but I don't know. Like maybe my 2 boys will be huge Vikings fans. Maybe Margaret will get into. Who knows? Caleb Williams and your stupid face and stupid running. That's all. All right, so we got a couple of questions. Sorry, that got deep for a second. That's what she said. Paul Olson, $10. Great game. Love what we saw in all phases. You have the best Vikings content on YouTube, and I appreciate it. Hey, thank you. In actuality, we're probably like 37, but it's okay. Baylor Abney, $10. To date, this is my favorite game I've ever watched. Purely greatness. Love his community, and much love from Arizona. Skull Baby. That's right. Arizona not celebrating daylight savings. Chase says they get it right. Chase says it's $2. Having a kicker and a quarterback, let's effing go. All we got is all we need. All we got is all we need. So now trade deadline. Kwesi, work your magic. I don't know. Look for a corner. Look for some O-line depth. I don't feel like we need a backup quarterback if they trust Brosmer. If they don't, why is he quarterback too? You know what I mean? But I don't know. Cornerback. Some more D-line depth, some more pass rush. Maybe move Hargrave. Or maybe he steps up. Don't know. Maybe move Jonathan Allen for sure. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Stupid Bears. Colston Loveland. Big day for Michigan, I guess. All right, so Colston Loveland just scored what appears to be the game-winning touchdown. Can't believe it. Ayah. Whatever. So maybe we jinxed it. Who knows? But feel really good about this, right? And even if the Vikings had lost this game, just watching the pure progression from J.J. McCarthy was good. Where does he have some throws he wants back? Yes. All right, did he make some big-time onions throws? Also, yes. And this is almost like the Michigan thing, where McCarthy, 143 passing yards, nothing to write home about. But the 2 touchdowns, yes. As well as running for a touchdown, yes. As well as that third down throw to Jalen Nailor at the end of the game, yes. Absolutely yes. And it's exactly what they asked him to do at Michigan. It's like, hey, we're going to try to run the ball. We're a run-first team. You make some big-time plays when we need you to on third down in the red zone. That's it, man. That's all they need. J.J. McCarthy walking out the field victorious, looking really damn good in the hood. Second time in a row he's walked off the field against a division rival on the road victorious, because that's what he does. All right? So the Vikings have a freaking quarterback. The Vikings are back in this thing, 4-4, extremely, extremely dangerous. And guess what? Grenard is going to get home on some of these sacks. It's almost a meme at this point. Or how does Grenard have 47.5 almost sacks? Yeah. DJ Dello, $5. I second whoever said you have the best Vikings content out here. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. We're just trying to stack up good days. We're humble. We're grinding. We're all that stuff. Yeah. And, man, what a great game. What a statement win. Just going on the road, 9.5-point underdogs, plus like 375 on the money line. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. And, the fact that this win wasn't a fluke. Like, this was something that's sustainable. This is something that the Vikings can scale. This is something that the Vikings can carry on the rest of the year. This was the Vikings team that we were promised, right? This was the Vikings team finally getting healthy, finally getting their offensive line together, finally getting J.J. McCarthy back. This is a damn Vikings team that was supposed to be all off season. And now, we're sitting at 4-4, should be buyers at the trade deadline. Shove all the chips in the middle. All in. 2 straight games at home. Baltimore, beatable. Even with Lamar back. Chicago, frauds. Then at Green Bay, clearly frauds. They just lost the Panthers at home as 13.5-point favorites. Seahawks, great defense. But, hey, Sam Darnold, love you, buddy, but we're after that ass. You got sacked 9 times in the Rams game. Oh, we're going to sack you 14 times. It's going to be great. Also, do you remember back in the day, when the Vikings were at TCF and the Zimmer defense would sack Stafford like 10 times? That was great times. Anyways, that's it. We'll be back very quickly with winners and losers from the game. Keep Skol alive, like we said.